Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mai Vilawan Panya, co-founder of MMU. Welcome everyone to the session Ways to Value Solutions for All. In this session, we would like Gen S to change your ideas or mindset about used plastic, which is not for disposal. Plastics can be recycled for endless value. It is the intention of GC Sustainable Living Symposium 2023. We are Gen S. At this time, we would like to create ecosystem for sustainability in Thailand. No matter where you are, which sector you are, we can create value to used plastic. So today we have panelists from the government sector, the private sector, and communities to have a discussion. And in this panel discussion, let me invite Kun Prom Visit, the advisor of BMA, but due to his prior engagement, he's on the way. And now let's give a big applause to Kun Prom Visit, Kun Nitiwat, GC Hospital Director of Smitivet Sukhumvit Hospital, Kun Napa Pat Yujaran, Chairman of Wachak Lung Ya Community, Kun Pon Pavi, Green University Agent of King Mongkut Institute of Technology, Lat Krabang, and finally Kun Bodin Apiman, Creative Director of Greyhound Original. Please give a loud applause to all the panelists. Hello to all the 5 panelists. Today we have a discussion about waste to value solutions for all. Let's start with the doctor. Let me call you Ajahn. I'd like to know about the picture of the hospital. I know that Samitivet Hospital would like to be a green hospital. Can you please tell us about your management to gain collaboration from the organization and general public? Which method do you have and what is your idea about it? Thank you. As for the hospital, we try to campaign for reduction of global warming. I believe that the society is aware of this for a long time, and we have worked on only general topic to create solar cells and use plastic bags for recycling purpose, using staircase instead of elevators. And this is just the beginning of what we have worked on. But the climax is due to the COVID-19 emergence. The problem that we had to face directly and indirectly. For a direct impact, we used a lot of plastic. We had to sort out everything with plastic bag to cover spoon and so on. And due to COVID-19, another direct impact was PPE equipment that doctors and healthcare professionals had to put on to prevent us from COVID-19. At that time, PPE product, we ran out of PPE product. We had to buy other plastic costume, which is used for just once before disposal. And we have to work all day with a lot of patients. Once healthcare professionals finish their work, by the end of the day, the costume was all wet and they had to get rid of the costume within one day. So it's like we increased more plastic each day. That is the pain point that we were aware of. So we had a discussion with healthcare professionals, and that was the beginning. It was our good luck that I got to know P.A. Kongkrapan, the president of PTTGC. And we had an idea that when it had a lot of plastic bottles, we used over 10,000 plastic bottles. And the plastic bottles can be used to produce PPE. Thank you. So we had a talk and we talked to doctors and healthcare professionals and raised awareness about this in our organization, that it was time for us to collaborate to help our hospital and the people indirectly. And we came up with the idea, the campaign, Samitivet Win Idea, and we try to communicate with people in our organizations and patients, and we coordinated with PTT about the drop points of plastic bottles, and we produced PPE. And this is PPE.
แล้วก็สวมใส่สบายนะครับก็ทำให้บุคลากร
This PPE outfit can help make it the healthcare professionals can use PPE outfit for more than 50 times before disposal. After that, we can still use PPE costume, and we pass on this after the use for more than 50 times and pass them on for the maids to use them, because maids don't have to be in direct contact with patients, and this can help raise awareness and help a lot to reduce plastic bottles. But we also have to continue raising awareness. We talk to healthcare professionals about how we can make use of the plastic bottles. We use plastic bottles to produce this shirt for our personnel to use. And we have the gowns, and we use plastic bottles to produce gowns so that healthcare professionals can take pride in themselves that they collect the plastic bags that can be used to be the medical gowns for them. And this is the way to reduce plastic waste. And thank you so much to the doctor. And now let's talk to people from Rakya community. What is the starting point and what is the garbage disposal bank? How can you come up with the collaboration with the communities, and how can you develop the communities? This is a quite long question. The starting of the community of Chumchon Rakya community is in Maptaput Industrial Estate. I would say that the population and the waste are plenty. We would try to turn crisis to opportunity. This is in the area of Maptaput Industrial Estate with 63 communities. We would talk about the problems in the community. The waste is so many in our communities. What can we do as we are the community leaders? We have our teams. That our team need to have the heart, be awareness, need to have the heart for helping the community. We have volunteers in the community, and we organized the waste disposal bank so that the waste can be used to create value. Before educating villagers, we have to raise awareness among ourselves, among our teams. And then we would say that our teams need to find out where to gain knowledge, The communities got the professors or teachers from the garbage collector. He made use of his own experience to teach us, our team. He said that we should make things simple. We should not push burden to the community. The garbage collector told us that when everyone has the heart for helping the community, everyone should collect the waste in their household. And then they can realize that they have a lot of waste in their own houses, with 43 households in the community that we started a year ago. If we gather the garbage collected from the other households, this can be a big pile of the waste. The garbage collector said that we should do this with happiness. He said that we should use the PET bottles to be sorted in the same bag. We should categorize the waste. And then we can see that there would be only little waste that cannot create value. This is how we sparkle the idea of the waste bank. From the study, from the field visit, we can see which places can meet our requirements. I would like to talk about the sub-district government organization. So we organized the waste bank by having villagers to collect the waste in their households, and they should gather 250 kilometers of the waste that can be sold to us. And we are willing to buy the garbage from them. And we would educate all the community people. Once the villagers gather the waste and get them to us, this is the sparkling idea that everyone started to collect the garbage in their houses. And then we extend this approach to raise awareness in having more discipline among our community people. And this is like to pass on the idea to people that they are acquainted with. And then we can raise funds in the project to take care of community people in the village or community. We do not receive any funds from any organizations. This is out of our voluntary spirit. I would say that we have been through a lot of crises with a lot of garbage from the COVID-19 pandemic. Everyone has to place an order of food via Grab. They would throw away 100% of plastic waste. Plastic bag is a main problem in the landfill in our community. What can we do to handle the plastic bags in Maptaput Industrial Estate? What can we do to draw as many plastic bags as possible from the Maptaput Industrial Estate? The entrepreneurs, which are the grocers or 7-Eleven or Tesco loaders, we would conduct a survey at these shops or retail stores. They said that the garbage collectors did not agree to buy the garbage from them. So can we ask for the garbage from them? And we received good collaboration from all of them. In our group, we have vocational college from Rayong that ask their students to produce plastic bag, a recycled bag for us. In the first week, we got 400 kilograms of plastic bag from the shops. Within 1 month, we gained more than 1 ton of plastic bags. The plastic bags in our community can be sorted to be 4 to 5 tons. And the plastic bags would be given to the elderly people in the community so that they can generate income in the community. What is more than the value is the happiness of the elderly people who work with us, because when they are at home, they feel lonely. So we would say that this is a good inspiration from the hospital to the community. And next, let's talk to the young generation, who is an important element from Green University. What is it about? And what is the goal? And as you are the representative of the young generation, what is this project for the community?
โครงการ Green
In the project of the Green Universities that we focusing in the importance of the environmental and sustainabilities that we also concentrate in changing the behavior of the student like me. Working study as in the universities, and of course in the day-to-day life of in university, they also produce a lot of garbage, a lot of waste. Then of course we try to campaign on the changing of the behavior of the students, in particular that we carry our bottle so that the bottle can refill waters, and this is also that also educates the student that educate that how much you can eat in each meal. Then before you order any food, you should also in considering that how much you are going to eat in that meal. Then food is also can generate carbon dioxide. This is the startings of our campaignings that every student should carry the water bottles, and also considering of the amount of food that you are going to have in each meal, so that then we also have dark, and this is not just only the creation unit, but actually the dark that is coming from the nearby communities that have been released or in the area of universities. Then we don't know yet how we are going to do with the darks, but I think that the dark is really nice, for nice looking, and then it feel that it's a kind of natural, that it can be a kind of recreation animals, then so that we can see that it nowadays the duck as my faculty is become the new landmark, and then can also bring the change of the behavior of the students, in particular that for the environmental issues, and also conserve the energies with the new product and reduce of the garbage and the waste. Then this is the story and of in particular with the product that actually all of the product is in particular that have been reproduced by the waste from the garbage. That is if we can produce a kind of stories to make the society or the world understand what it is, then this is so that they would be proud of the conservation of the society and the environmental. Then the university is a place where students can practice and learn and doing more. Thank you. In particular, with the Gen S, the new generations, in particular, it's not just only both outside and inside, but we have listening from the medical doctor, from the community leaders, from the students, and also from the artists. In particular, that is. What is the starting point of what is your opinions that how you are going to bring in on the strategies in particular that the reduction or the how to make use of the waste in particular with the art issue. Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot. This is a kind of patient. Then actually that it is our duties. That is we need to make people have a kind of a good understanding and understand of the value and have to bring in related with that we have more and more information input nowadays, and of course then how we are going to do what in particular we need to concern with the cost of production, the cost of manufacturing. Then these are most of the concerns. Then of course for the shop, for the marketing, then we am thinking that it would be better in the shop if we can allocate some corner so that we can bring the product of that have been using with the recycled material. Then of course we put it at the green label. This is should be the corner, and of course there would be varieties of product. It can be the plastic or the textiles or the various product. It can be actually in the materials that have been used. Actually, they are quite a lot of a big amount of raw material that it can be worked on, and of course we also need to considering of the price. Actually, what I am using I wear today is on of the collections of from the shops that is making from the waste from the recycled product. That is. And this is one of the duty of a good designer with a green label, so that we can make use of the recycled raw material that is going to make it more remarkable. There where it should be there's a more brand, international brand, or the more recognized brand that is can understand that the achievement. Not only the designers, but you also wear on of the recycled raw materials. This is how to say is would like to thanks on everyone. Then what I have been reminding that is in the duties in particular that is Kun Pon Pong Wikitian, that is the advisor of the Bangkok governor. Just alive. Then I would like to welcome Kun Pon Pong. Prom or Pon Prom, that is we'd like to welcome him today, in particular with the Bangkok metropolitan in the public area. And what is your vision or the BMA, so that in particular that is would be more important, more in the public policy. It is very important what is the methodology so that we can achieve the goal or the targets, how to bring more participation of the private sector. Actually, in the BMA, this is how we are working in particular with the management of the waste in Bangkok, and you can see that in Bangkok we got the centers, we got the main waste collecting and management center there inside my own Nut and Nong Kham, and of course it concerns with various technologies, and of course it could be the landfill. And we also got the target of using as landfills in. Then also for the methane production, then with the landfill, with the compost, and in the nearby provinces, then this is all of related with the social problems, and we also have got the policies that using the new innovation and technologies. Like the compost to be the fertilizers, then also that we are using with the combined transform of energies, then various activities that we are using on your right hand side, that you can see that the amount of the landfills that you can see that on the blue color. This is the previous policies that we are using, that how to reduce the number of the landfills for every day, but nowadays we cannot make use or use the similar policies as we have been using before. Then, but nowadays we are changing the methodologies, but we can also thinking of the futures, so that we need to have the policy to reduce the amount of waste. And the governor, BMA governor Chacha Sitipan, that we have saying that we have about 4,900 tons per day, and then how much we can reduce in each day, in every day. And the methodologies, the measures that we have 3 levels, and the first level that is we are testing, working in Nong Kham, Pathum 1, and once we successfully in the pilot district, and so that we are going to work more in more districts. Then, and the first level that is the sorting. The sorting of the garbage and the waste, so that is when once we can make more categorize of the waste, that would be more benefit or more valuable of the waste that you can make use. In Japan, they are even using the 40 categories of the waste, so that we may start with the 2 categorize of the waste of the garbage, so that we use that organic and inorganic, organic and non-organic garbage, so that we can make much more easier, so that it can be using the technologies of to fertilize, to ferment of the garbage. That is the organic one, and then we can also much more easier, that we can do. So that we using firstly with the organics matter, the organic garbage, organic waste that can easily to be fermented as a fertilizer. Then we are going to promote that in the second level. It's not just only in. We are going to have more details on that. That is, we got the temple, we got the school, we got the office, we have on of, so that in each categorize of the industry of the sector would have the different. In the Pathum 1 district, there will be a lot of department store, and of course we need to campaign in particular the source of waste. And how to reduce waste. And the third level, we have the eco system, in particular those people who is we can say that they already understand the green activities, so that we the BMA, most of the district office of BMA, they got the collecting point of the waste when they have already sorting, so that it must be much more easier. Then we are going also have more information and more data and how going to work on in where is the exchanging or the marketing point of the waste in the center in the communities, and then coming back to the consumer with the citizens, so that we have mostly we are working on the voluntary measure, but we couldn't see much progression on that, and we cannot easily enforce, and there is no incentives on that. So that now we need to work on the second measures. Then they would see that there would be more and more activities on that. Then the BMA is going to collect the fee on the garbage collections, and then nowadays everyone, every family, every household pay on the flat rate. Then they are going to have some kind of adjustment, and then of course many people might not happy on that, but there would be some other activities in related on that, like the sorting. Then if you have get legislation on the sorting, so that if it can be traced back there, so that you can still remaining paid with the same rate of the 20 baht per month of the garbage collection fee. Then this is what we call is the economics measure, and the last one is the legal measures. That is in locally in BMA they are going to enact the authorities in garbage waste collections, but actually it's not just only the role or the duties of the BMA, but actually all of the household, all of the citizens need to do join the activities on that, particular with the sorting. Thank you for the representative from BMA. Actually, we consider that there are various activities that the government sectors really play a really important role in working on that. What is the main factors that we can make or the challenging, or how we are going to work more for the impact? We'd like to invite Kun Prom to work on that. What kind of measure that you are going to work on that?
Actually, in the past, as I mentioned, we made campaigns to promote the origin of sorting out the garbage so that we can reduce garbage, because the garbage that can be sold can be weighed in BMA and can gain revenue. But in the past, we worked on only recycled products, but we have to promote the origin of the garbage, that this can help. Instead of adding value, it would decrease value if we don't work properly on this. But what we have worked on from the beginning of the year is quite effective by weighing the products at the station, by comparing the weight of the products with the red line. You can see that in September this year versus September last year, the garbage is reduced by more than 500 kilograms, and we pay we can save the expenditure of BMA by more than 900,000 baht per day. This amount of money can be used in other purposes like in education and others. This figure is what we try to communicate to people, that it is the figure that people can feel that they are involved in the participation of the reduction of garbage. And this can help save the cost of our expenditure. In terms of the garbage in large entrepreneurial areas like Paragon, what we try to promote is that what we can do so that this place, so that the garbage can be disposed in that particular organization, because we would have to think about carbon footprint. Instead of putting the garbage in the landfills with carbon emissions from the garbage, if we can handle the garbage disposal at the organization directly, it can reduce the carbon emissions. This is free of charge, and they don't have to pay for the food for pets. If the department stores can collect the garbage for BMA to collect, it's not only for recycled garbage, but it is about the food remains as well. Instead of having the food remains in the landfills, farmers can come and pick up the food remains so that this can be used as fertilizers, for example. We can have all the food remains to be used as fertilizers without the need for equipment, and this can be used for general purpose. And what is black social fire is also another interesting trend, that if we can sort out the food remains, the worms can eat the food remains, and this can be sold to farmers. In addition, BMA can come and pick up the food remains. If you think that the food remains would be integrated in the garbage, it's not like that. BMA can pick up the food remains, and this can be separated from other recycled products or garbage. Like in Paragon, BMA would get our vehicle to pick up the food remains from Paragon each day, and we would get this to the garbage disposal center, so that this can be produced as fertilizers for farmers and others. And this is the model of circular economy. In the aspect of recycling, we have drop points. We accept PET bottles and RTF because we are partnering with many organizations with RTF garbage to be used for other purposes. That would be the dimension that RTF garbage can be used to produce chairs with our partners and social organizations. For the PET bottles, we have partners in มือวิเศษกรุงเทพ project, that the PET bottles can be used as a broom to swipe out the road in the early morning. The garbage collectors can put on the costume that is produced from PTE garbage. That is through the ways of upcycling. The garbage can be used to produce the dress, the outfit for the garbage collector to put on in the morning when they broom the street. And this is the outfit that can have light, that people can see in the dark. And we can say if this costume is convenient for the garbage collectors to use, and this can be used for improvement in the future. And right now we have the drop points for PET bottles in 50 districts as well as in the parks. All right. Thank you so much. This can help. This is not only good for the environment, but it also can help save lives of the people. When we talk about life saving, now I'd like to ask the doctor about which factors can lead to the reduction of plastic bags and the solutions. What can we do to create more impact in the society? When we talk about campaigning for global warming solutions, the collaboration is not that easy. We have to ask ourselves, when we consume anything, and that would be the garbage later on, what can we do to throw away garbage correctly? It seems to be easy, but it's actually hard when we do it in practice. We have to campaign for raising awareness and giving a training to our personnel. We have to provide convenience about the drop points for disposal of the garbage. Otherwise, we cannot gain collaboration from them. And the second point is, in order to raise awareness in the discipline, we would have our healthcare professionals to have the sense of ownership. When we work on the project of reducing plastic bottles, it's not only under the responsibility of the hospital directors, but the doctors and healthcare professionals need to be the owners of the project themselves. What they do must be tangible. Like when we produce PPE costume for doctors to put on. I'm sorry. Let's move back to the previous slide. The first slide is okay. We would campaign for this, and we would have the PPE outfit to be presented to the doctors, PPE gown for doctors to see. At first, we need to have an incentive for doctors who can collect garbage, the doctors who can collect most garbage would be given an incentive. Then this can lead to more collaboration among doctors. And we would have PPE gowns for the officers to put on. And this can lead to even more collaboration with PPE gowns with the symbol that shows the doctors that this comes from the collaboration of collecting plastic bags, for example. Then this can help them to have more pride and are more willing to collaborate with our project. When we work on this, what is next? We would have to expand our project by having soft plastic, like plastic bags, which are even more than plastic bottles. We have to have a place of drop points for soft plastic to be recycled later on. And this is about recycling plastic bags or anything made of plastic. In the past, plastic bottles don't have any wrap, or the bottle plastic, the glass that we use at the hospital, the cup needs to be recycled, and all the other containers in the patient rooms. Instead of being made of plastic, they should be made of anything that can be recycled. And we also have a solar rooftop because we made use of a lot of power or electricity. And then solar rooftop should be used during the daytime. In the surgery room, we would use solar rooftop instead. And we also use IoT sensing thermostat so that this can reduce the use of power in patients' rooms appropriately. This can help save the expenditure for electricity. And this can also save the number of plastic bottles by 3,500 kilograms per year. And it can help reduce carbon dioxide emission by 5,660 kilograms. And we can also reduce the carbon dioxide emissions by more than 500,000 kilograms. And that is equivalent to 12,000 plants. And we also can increase green areas by 16% by the end of this year. This can help raise awareness and collaboration among healthcare professionals in the hospital so that they can take pride and continue collaborating with us in our projects. And then we would partner with BMA in Clean Hospital Plus project. And this can help raise awareness among our healthcare professionals that what they have done can lead to more pride.
Thank you a lot. It looks like that they have a good collaboration and synergies amongst the private and public sectors. Then maybe some dispute issue, but finally that what is the challenges and how did you solve so that more participation, in particular from the citizens, from the consumers? What I have said that Maptaput area in Rayong is located in the industrial area on the eastern economic zones, and then of course we need to bring more attention and bring campaign doing particular with the sourcing of the garbage and the waste, and how we are going to make use and make it more valuable. What we have done, that is our volunteers that is try to educate the communities that what you have to do in the community, so that you need to the sourcing in the community so that we can reduce the waste and the garbage. This is the more important, in particular, that is working in collaboration with the public health volunteer in the village. This is the public health volunteer in the village. It is would be the core contact persons in the village, like making your home clean, more sanitary, environment, good environmental area, and of course we also on way need the waste sourcing. And of course, this is also going to generate income for the villagers, and we can see that, in particular, with the fund that have been raised up in particular with we can say that with the debt compensations for that is. Could be one of the fundraisings that have been generated from the waste, from the garbage, and then you can see that the garbage have more valuable activities, and it can be let's say tangible income that everyone can realize that it even on of the disposals, the medical disposals that on way hazardous or harmful for. But anyhow, we can got the managerial strategy to manage that is our activity, our projects can reflect how to have the better waste management strategies in order to dispose on of even the hazardous or dangerous chemical waste that generated from the household, like the spray bottle, like of the mask. Then we are working in collaboration with the school, with the temple, and this is the educate the consumer for the household. Then we need to bring the change or the behaviors. Then you need to start from the household, from the community, or from the families. Then we need more education program in the community, in the area that I am working in Maplaput in Rayong. Then of course if we are working in collaboration with the teacher in school, so that we can bring more students, more pupils from the school to join with the activities in they can make the presentation or some other activity related with the waste management or the sustainable environmental program. Then the children will feel or get impressed, get inspirations. Where the academic issue is not just only easily to educate of the normal people, but if we can make some realistic explanation to the families that make them more easier to understand. For example, like we need the 2 garbage tanks. Then how we are going to do that? Then if we can also use the garbage, how we can do or manage the organic waste in your family, in your house. Then this kind of model, this kind of example, we need to, how to say, that is hand-to-hand, face-to-face teaching to the communities. This is of course we need to learn, and of course garbage sorting, waste sorting, we need to be working hand in hand, face to face, how to make use, how to recycle. And in my community, Tung Lat, yeah, how to reuse, how to reduce, how to increase the value of the waste. Then during the sorting, how if they still can have to use, they can reuse it. Then of course this is somehow that we can make it more valuable of our garbage, our waste. Thank you a lot. Recycle, reuse, recycle. Can we come back to Kun Bi? In particular, who is the creator of the art creator? I have some slides. Starting that when we are working, I have a church that is in the collections of that this set of clothes. That is the new product, the new models that we are working on. Then we would see that there are some kind of stories that are in connecting with our product, that is connecting with the garbage, with the environmental issue. Then, of course, once, of course, it need to be a senior. It need to be the elderly. That if you are in the คุณหญิงชดช้อยโสพลพานิช if you know like this logo of we call is the magic eye. Magic eye is the campaign that we call in Thai ตาวิเศษ ตาวิเศษ is the campaign that generated by คุณหญิงชดช้อย and of course if you know this signal, this sign that meaning you have this environmental program have been campaigning for a long period of time, more than 10 years, 30 years, then you can say that have been continuous, and of course nowadays she already donated this symbolic sign. Then Bangkok, so that she would like to see is that Bangkok have been more development. Bangkok is now have been recorded at the one of the most dirtiest city in the world, ranking number 5, so maybe. But anyhow, but maybe now they maybe become better. But anyhow, this is the collections that is have working. This is the photos that we took is in the garbage sorting locations. Then, of course, if we have the creation, vision, ideas, if of course it could be linked it up with the normal way of life, then this would make it both happy and happy for all of the alliance. Thank you. Thank you.
Does anyone in this room not know magic eyes? Let me ask you if you know magic eyes. Next, Nong Mi, for university, I think that young generation is quite more interested in environment. What is the impact? How can we create more impact to a larger audience? Among the challenges that I've been working on in the Green University, in terms of behavior, there is a behavior that results in the environment. So whenever I publicize anything about the environment to students or senior students in the university, I think that the change of mindset or behavior in individuals are quite tough. But I have been working on this since I was a freshman, and I'm now a sophomore. The behavior of some students they are more keen, they are more prone to care about the environment. But in some things, they prefer convenience. But in my opinion, I think that actually if I work on this continuously until my graduation, I think that this can help better the behavior of students in the university until they graduate from university, until they go to work. They would have the same behavior as I do. And once we have the same behavior, we would collaborate for the better outcomes of the world, so that the world would be more pleasant to live and we can live lives more happily. But in reality, I think that the best development would start from our own selves. We should have a good mindset and accept the reasons of other people. When anyone presents any ideas, we should not have egos. We should look at the world realistically and adjust according to the accuracy and correctness. And then let's move to the last question. Let me ask you this. in terms of the circulation of natural resources for the optimum use. Can you please say something to Gen S about creating a sustainable world through the use of used plastic? Let's start with Pipron Prom. Actually, for the creation of business or value, I think that, as we all know, we should start from the youth. How can we help them to use and do this every day until they grow up? They should know about the benefits of this. Actually, in all ages, and especially nowadays, we should promote the sorting of garbage in schools. The BMA has 437 schools under the responsibility of BMA. And all these schools need to be knowledgeable about this. And we have partners to help promote this. We have pre-test and post-test of the understanding of the sorting of the garbage in schools. When we work on the projects, within 3 months, students would have 20% better increase, better understanding of this topic. And then students would have better access to the sorting of the garbage, not only among students, but also among teachers. Teachers would have better ways of teaching students about how to sort out garbage. And then teachers can help educate people outside of the schools as well. And then creating more confidence. What is next? There would be a set of garbage collector. This is in collaboration with GC. We would have, actually recycling is quite tough. PPE, multi-layer, they would accept this and turn this into products that can be used for doing exercise or giving away to the train park through BMA. At first, we did not know how to make use of the recycled products, but they can be given away in the parks. And then finally, we need to have a flip mindset. Mindset is when we don't sort out garbage, we have to pay BMA 20 baht. But if we sort out the garbage, we can sell them. Department stores are also the same thing. The more they can sort out the garbage, they can sell them and gain more income. And we have to pay for the disposal of the garbage by some like 1,900 baht per ton. If we have a proper system of sorting out garbage, that organization can gain more revenue. So I like to pass on the idea of flip mindset among all of you. This should be a good dimension. Thank you so much. So everyone can flip mindset to turn into Gen S. And next, to the doctor. Actually, the hospital is a green hospital already. But so far, what kind of support do you lack? In terms of collaboration for the resources in the hospital, this is not our direct business, but it's indirectly for indirect sustainability in the hospital. We try to reduce global warming. If we don't participate in this, one day the public will not participate with us, and this can create more value to the hospital. And the second point is what we want to talk to Gen S. I believe in Gen S. Nong B is an exemplar of Gen S. Gen S were born in the society with a lot of problems already. So we need to raise awareness. They are already in the society with a lot of problems. So we should raise awareness in among them so that they would have more collaboration with us. And I believe that Gen S is a young generation that can flip the world to a more pleasant to live place. But what can we do to engage them for more collaboration? What can we do to raise awareness for them to do every day so that we can be part of the society to reduce garbage? For example, I myself try to have the habit of collecting plastic bottles and dispose them in a proper place. If I don't have a place to dispose of them, I would keep them and throw them away in my home. And then I would collect all the plastic bottles and give them to the hospital for disposal later on. I think that we should start with something simple to do as a habit to reduce global warming and the garbage. By sharing, by turning on and off the electricity properly, we should campaign for this every day. Try to do something easy every day to help reduce global warming. Thank you so much. The doctor is a true Gen S. And next, people. Actually, the garbage bank is the recycling, the circulation of garbage. What do you think is lacking nowadays, and what would you like to pass on to Gen S? Do we lack anything? I would say that we are in Maptaput Industrial Estate, the estate of plastic bottles, the resources that we have. I would say that we are among the entrepreneurs who can, villagers can gain more value from the recycled, from the plastic bags or bottles. I would say that people should be responsible and should try to be very strict about raising awareness among themselves. This project is not difficult. Everything comes from your own heart. If you are not serious, I would say that in the next 3 to 5 years, we cannot see any picture. But if we want to see the tangible picture of what's going to happen in the next 3 to 5 years, what is lacking nowadays is how we can work hand in hand in terms of the environment. Everyone can do it. Everyone should be disciplined. With discipline, everything is possible. Let's start from today. We have opportunity for everyone. And what we like to pass on to Gen S is, nowadays, if you have awareness of caring about our world, caring about young generation, parents or the grassroots, and our children, if they love the environment, the grassroots needs to be of high quality as well. If parents are not of high quality, they cannot teach their children. Gen S can be a good people if they have a quality grassroots from their own parents. So parents should work together with teachers and organizations to help teach and train Gen S. Then the world will not be hot, or we can reduce global warming. Thank you. People really talked from her own heart. And now let's see what Kunbi is going to say about the circulation of resources, and what would you like to pass on to Gen S? All right. when we talk about fashion industry, actually we need more support from the government or large organizations. GC can help. GC can disseminate the news or create innovations. Actually, in Thailand, there are factories that can produce textile of high quality, but they do it for exportation only because our market does not need that much quality. Designers cannot have access to this. So if we get support from the government to have more demand for this can help with the exportation as well. Vietnam used to be quite behind us, but they are now more advanced than Thailand. So I think that when it has to do with the environment, it is the goal of the whole country. It's not about politics, election, but it should be the goal that is set for everyone for a long term, so that we can lead to the future of the country. And the care for the environment among Gen S does not have anything to do with age, but all generations need to participate in this and be conscious about this. This is the collection of last year with the theme Listen to the Future. That is about talking about the environment. We try to blow about the environment, diversity. This is not about talking to children, but we talk to adults, because understanding about this may be among the children. Thank you so much to Kunbi, and we would like young generation to close this session. What would you like to talk to Gen S, Generation Sustainability, who are here in this meeting hall and those outside? Well, in my opinion, as a young generation, I would like to gain support, and I would like everyone to be interested in garbage. And I also would like to pass on to all generations, including Gen S, to be more disciplined about sorting out garbage before disposal, throwing away and disposing garbage appropriately. Otherwise, it would not be disposed correctly. For example, if we dispose of garbage in the rivers and canals, and we catch the fish to be eaten as food, and then the plastic from the fish will get into our body and we will get sick. And the air pollution as well. If we don't throw away the garbage correctly, then this will lead to the impure air that we would breathe in. And finally, I would like to pass on the message to Gen S that everything needs to start from our own selves. If we don't like anything, we should not do it. We should do anything that is proper, and that can lead to happiness, and that is the best solution. Thank you so much, and let's give a big applause to the 5 panelists. Today is so much fun. Thank you so much. All right. And once again, please give a round of applause to all the 5 panelists. Thank you very much.